Another game here in the tournament. It is the annual Hinkle Christmas or Holiday Classic between Zion-Benton and Grant. This tournament is brought to you by Meyer. Thank you for joining us here. My name is Austin Anderson. We'll be here for a bunch of more games this evening. We'll have a new announcer after this one, but the coverage does not stop. 3 more after this one, so you want to stay tuned for sure. This actually is a conference matchup as well, despite being a tournament. We have Zion-Benton being in the Lake Division of the North Suburban Conference, and Grant is in the Prairie Division of the North Suburban Conference. So the opening tip-off is won by the Bulldogs. Grant is in the all-red uniforms with the blue stripes, and Zion-Benton is in the white. It's the ZBs and the Bulldogs. The pass inside, stolen away by Zion-Benton. A shot from about 18 feet out is good. John Kerr, looking like Steve Kerr on that jumper, and it's a quick 2-0 lead for Grant. There's a pass at the top of the key, a drive and a floater with the right hand is good. Back the other way, it is Keenan Baltimore. Grant coming back the other way. Just a minute into this one. It's 2-2 between Zion-Benton and Grant. A kick out, it's Kerr again. Instead it was a shot pass, and a shot attempt, no good, but a foul. And Andy Kay will go to the line for the first time today. It'll be a pair of free throws. For Kay, the first one is good. He's a 6'3" forward. Is Andy Kay. He made 6 of 6 free throws in the first game of this tournament. Good enough for 100% free throw percentage. Now coming back the other way will be Zion-Benton after that missed free throw by Kay, a rare one. Ball kicked into the corner. On the dribble is DeMarquise Henry. Henry stops and pops a fading 3 and gets that one to go. A nice shot there by DeMarquise Henry. Back to the way, a kick into the corner. It's Kay on the dribble. Back to Kerr. He likes that elbow shot, no good. And the rebound is saved, but it's going to go to Zion-Benton the other way. On the dribble. Why not again? Missed shot there by DeMarquise Henry. It goes out of bounds, and it will go to Grant. 6:18 left in the first quarter. It's a 5-3 lead in favor of Zion-Benton wearing the home jerseys. And the inbounds pass, the D pass, an attempt to Kerr. It goes past him, but goes out of bounds off a Zion-Benton player, and will stay with the Bulldogs. Now the pass inside to Kay, a bank shot, it is good. So just like that, Grant ties the game all up at 5. A pass inside. On the dribble, in the lane is Joshua Zobecki, and it's kicked all the way back out. Deshaun Watson kicks it out to DeMarquise Henry. Inside, Zobecki gets blocked, and it goes out of bounds. A nice block there by John Kerr. Ball will be inbounded. He gets in. And a bounce pass inside is kicked by James Mobley. And now the ball's going to be passed in by Jalen Ray. Ray's going to get the inbounds pass. He does. With it's DeMarquise Henry. Back to the top of the key. And Zion-Benton will go back and reset. Sean Wilson. Pass inside. Layup attempt no good by Keenan Baltimore. It goes out of bounds. The ball will stay with the ZBs. 5:33 left here in the opening quarter. It's all tied up at 5 in the Hinkle Holiday Tournament. Wilson, the top of the key, kicks into the corner. And it's going to be reset up by DeMarquise Henry. Henry waits for it, kicks it back outside. Here's Ray. Ray throws it inside. The Keenan Baltimore may have an offensive foul. Baltimore knocked down. John Kerr on the play. Checking out of the game now for Zion-Benton is Jalen Ray. And also coming out of the game is Joshua Zabecki. A nice pass inside, and a layup with the left hand does not go in, and the rebound goes back the other way to the ZBs. On the dribble now is DeMarcus Henry. Throws it back up top to Roderick Henry Hayes. On the dribble now. Now pass inside. Anthony Davidson, who checks in, will get 2 shots after his attempt gets fouled. So a pair of free throws to come. The first one is on its way. It's good. The second one is upcoming. Davidson puts that one up, and he makes both. Davidson was 0 for 1 with the free throw line last game, so already improvement there. So the ball's going to be inbounded. John Kerr trying to get a pass up ahead. He does. And on the dribble, there is a foul on the play as Ben Kusiak was fouled. And the ball is going to belong to Grant. Ball's going to be inbounded. And it's taken by the point guard, Logan Lewis, who had 3 3-point field goals last game. Ball in the corner, James Mobley tries to drive, kicks it back towards the top, and a floating layup by Kerr. Book it. John Kerr with some early offense. He has 4. Kick back out in the corner. A 3 from the left wing for Zion-Benton. Short. And a rebound goes to the ZBs on a 2-on-1. Nice no-look pass, and the layup gets in. A beautiful play there. And the layup by Davidson, the assist by Keenan Baltimore. On the dribble. Ball's loose down in the corner. James Mobley. Mobley on the dribble. Spins. Tries to go with his right hand. Does. No good, but a go for 2. A 2-shot foul upcoming against Zion-Benton. Henry Hayes. Rod Henry Hayes with his first foul, and team's 4. 3:47 now left in the first quarter. 9-7 in favor of Zion-Benton. First free throw is good. That'll cut the deficit to 1 for the Bulldogs. Second free throw upcoming. And it's good. So all tied up at 9 now. 3:47 left here in the opening quarter. On the dribble is Deshaun Wilson Jr. Goes up for a shot. It's blocked. And now coming back the other way will be Grant. On the dribble, James Mobley up with the right hand. No good. And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Zion-Benton. They'll get the ball to try to retake the lead. With 3:26 now left in the opening quarter, it's all tied up at 9. The inbounds pass to Wilson Jr. Jr. on the dribble. Kicks it over. Now back towards the top of the key. Cortez Sawyer had it. Now back to Wilson. To the top of the key. Rod Henry Hayes. Over to Wilson. Back to Henry Hayes. Waiting for a screen. He does, and a pass inside. Layup no good. And Grant will come back the other way with the basketball. Logan Lewis throws it up ahead. And kicks out in the corner. A 3-point attempt for Grant, an air ball. And now Zion-Benton with Wilson will come back the other way. A pass inside. Layup with the left hand. No good, and the tap is good. Nice layup there by Rod Henry Hayes as he finished the loose change. Now the basketball for Grant is Kyle Dupree. Over to John Kerr. Ball being swung around. 11-9 in favor of Zion-Benton. Ball at the top of the key. A 3-ball. No good. Now it's missed by Lewis. He made 3 3-pointers last game. Come back the other way is Deshaun Wilson Jr. No on the layup. Ball's loose. Zion-Benton with the basketball. Kicks it out. And now with it is Rod Henry Hayes. Henry Hayes in the dribble. Kicks over to the corner to DeMarquise Henry. He'll shoot a 3. No good. Rebound. Stays with the ZBs. A 3-pointer for Wilson. No good. Kerr with the board. He'll bring it back the other way for Grant. Kick in the corner. Lewis for 3. No good. Rebound. Zion-Benton the other way. Rod Henry Hayes in the dribble. And a pass inside by DeMarquise Henry. Goes out of bounds, but it's going to be deflected, and it'll stay with Zion-Benton. So just under 2 3/4 minutes remaining. 1:40 to be exact. Ball gets passed in. Rod Henry Hayes throws it back to Deshaun Wilson. Now here's Wilson at the top of the key. Drives into the lane, kicks it back. A 8-footer's an air ball on the attempt there by Rod Henry Hayes. Here comes Grant the other way, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Again, these are conference opponents in the North Suburban Conference, and they happen to meet in the holiday tournament here at Jacobs High School. A deep lob pass inside, deflected. Can it be saved by Baltimore? It was close, but it went out of bounds. Actually, they called timeout before Baltimore can make the deep throw, so a timeout called by Zion-Benton. It'll be a 30-second timeout, a wise timeout, as that ball would have gone out of bounds. So Zion-Benton will get the basketball up by 2. A reminder, we have plenty of games still remaining. We have Cary Grove and Marion Central, Crystal Lake South and Barrington, Johnsburg and Jacobs, all still to come here on the Beacon Academy Network's coverage of the Hinkle Basketball Classic. And our coverage is presented by Meyer. The ball's going to be passed in, and Deshaun Wilson will bring it up for the ZBs. Wilson throws a pass over to Nicholas Bradley. Throws it back across. The ball swung. Rod Henry Hayes on the dribble. Henry Hayes with it. Waits, throws a pass inside. It does. Layup is good. Nice layup there by Cortez Sawyer, and the lead's been doubled to 4. 55 seconds now left in the opening quarter. 13-9 in favor of the ZBs. And we have a 10-second violation against Grant. And the ball will belong to Zion-Benton. The referees are discussing if a timeout is awarded, and it was. So they are going to say that Zion-Benton called the timeout before the 10-second violation, which will give Grant the basketball. So 46.1 now left. 30-second timeout, and some other teams in this North Suburban Conference include Lake Forest, Lake Zurich, Libertyville, Mundelein, Stevenson, Warren Township, and of course Zion-Benton. And then the Prairie Division, you have Antioch, Grant, Lakes, who played earlier today, North Chicago, Round Lake, Vernon Hills, and Wakanda. Lakes High School is in Lake Villa, Illinois. The ball is going to be inbounded. And now with it's John Kerr. Kerr gets across the timeline. Waiting to throw a pass. He does, hits Dupree. Ball's being swung across. 34 left in the quarter. Driving in the lane, kick back out, Kerr from about 18 feet. Jump shot, good. John Kerr with another jumper. That's 6 for him on the night. And just like that, the lead's been cut to 2. It's 13-11. Ball kicked into the corner. Zion-Benton with the basketball. A pass inside. Try and hit Zabecki. They do. It goes back to Zabecki inside. Puts up a shot, no good. Out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Grant. Checking back in for the Bulldogs is Logan Lewis. Zion-Benton High School is in Zion, Illinois, and Grant High School is in Fox Lake. Ball being swung across with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Layup with the right hand is good for Ben Kusiak. And just like that, we end the first quarter as we started, all knotted up at 13. So this game is important for both of these teams, as both teams are undefeated in Pool 3, conference opponents. The winner will definitely have the upper hand in trying to clinch a spot in the quarterfinals. Only one team from each of the 4 pools advances to the quarterfinals. Then we have a bunch of consolation brackets for second place teams, third place teams, and fourth place teams. And that'll all transpire with the third pool play being tomorrow. And then we got the semifinal game 1s on Wednesday and Saturday. The champion of the tournament will be crowned, as well as the consolation winners. That'll all be this week, and keep watching right here. On the Beacon Academy's coverage of the tournament, the holiday tournament here, the Hinkle tournament, presented by Meyer. So the ball is going to be inbounded here by Kerr. Trying to find a man, and does in Logan Lewis. He'll cross the timeline, getting guarded hard by DeMarquise Henry. Ball swung around for Grant. It's Ben Kusiak. Back to the top of the key, Logan Lewis into the corner. Thought about a 3 there, was James Mobley. Throws it back to the top, it swung back around. Logan Lewis with the basketball. Throws it inside. On the dribble now, it's Kerr. Kicked into the corner. It's Kay. Back to Mobley. The Kay. Swung back around. And a Mobley 3, no good. Rebound inside by Kay. Tries to go up and it's stolen away. Here comes Zion-Benton back the other way, and a 13 all tie. And a drive and a layup rattles in. A nice layup attempt there by DeMarquise Henry. The pass inside, back to Kerr. Another jumper, and Kerr likes those mid-range jumpers. Those are 3 of them already. Another layup, he has 8 points. Swung back to the top of the key. Driving in the lane. Shot no good. A battle for it. And now here comes Zion-Benton back the other way. On the drive, Mobley kicks it out. A 3 by Lewis. No good. The score's tied up at 15. Coming back the other way is DeMarquise Henry. 6:40 now left in the second quarter. Pass inside. A layup attempt, no good, but a traveling violation first. Ball will go back to Grant. The ball's inbounded. On the dribble, Ben Kusiak gets it over to Mobley. Pass inside to Kerr. Back inside Mobley. Drives in, right hand shot, no good. That would have been a beauty if it went in. Coming back the other way will be Zion-Benton. Jalen Ray. Goes back to the top of the key to Deshaun Wilson Jr., who had 20 points last game, hasn't made much noise this game. They swing it around, and a timeout's going to be called by Zion-Benton. We're all tied up at 15 with 6:04 left in the second. And a game between these two conference foes is a big one. It will decide the likely advancer to out of pool 3, but because free throw percentage is the top tiebreaker, all that could easily change if the winner of this game loses game 3 and vice versa. Whoever has the higher free throw percentage will move on despite the one team winning in head-to-head. So 6:04 left here in the first half. And now the ball will be inbounded for Zion-Benton. Here's Wilson on the dribble. We're all tied at 15. So Becky kicks it back outside. On the dribble now, ball in the corner. The ball goes out of bounds. Ball belongs to Grant. The ball is going to be passed in now for Grant. James Mobley passes the ball in to John Kerr. Here's Mobley on the dribble, trying to cross the timeline. Will he? He will. On the dribble, a drive, a jump shot from about 8 feet out, no good. Rebound, Zion-Benton coming back the other way. Here's Deshaun Wilson Jr. He drives the pass. It gets to Jalen Ray. He's fouled, going up for 2. A couple of shots coming up for Jalen Ray. The first one for Ray. No good. Zion, Illinois is in the northeast corner, just about as close to the border as you can get. And the reason why it's called Benton is it's Zion-Benton Township, so that's why it's Zion-Benton. And then Grant High School is in Lake County, but nearing the border of McHenry County West, so despite being conference foes, it's a decent trek between the two schools. On dribble, a pass, nicely done, layup good. Nice shot there by Davidson, a great pass inside by Sawyer. And now a steal, but then losing it right back. Here comes Grant the other way on a 2-on-1. Kick back outside, Logan Lewis from 18 feet, bank shot good. And we're all tied up at 17 apiece. Ball's in the corner, now back to the top of the key to Deshaun Wilson Jr. Wilson thought about a 3, kicks it over. A 3-pointer is nothing but net. DeMarquise Henry drained that shot about as well as he could. And just like that, it's a 3-point lead now for Zion-Benton. Driving on the lane, a pass over, and a nice shot there by Kay on the layup. Andy Kay with that one. And a layup attempt by Wilson, no good, no foul call. Here's the pass inside. A layup attempt is good by Anthony Davidson. And just like that, it's back down to a 1-point game. And it's out of bounds. The ball will stay with Zion-Benton. 22-19 is the score that we're going with on the scoreboard, with 4:17 now left here in the second quarter. Austin Anderson here covering this game here on the Beacon Academy Network. And their coverage of this Hinkle Holiday Classic is brought to you by Meyer. Ball passed towards the top of the key. 4 minutes left now in the second. Dribble drive into the lane, kick back out towards the top of the key. It's Lewis. Swing it outside. Here's Kerr. Kerr trying to drive in. He gets there, tries to put up a shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Grant. Pass inside, and the layup is good on the inbounds. That's Ben Kusiak. And the shot attempt was an air ball, but a rebound attempt, and the layup is good. So Dejon Vontae Taylor gets on the board. Pass inside the lane. A layup attempt. No good, but a foul, and a pair coming up for Grant. Nick Kuvilis will be at the line. He'll shoot a pair. And the first one, up and good. Now into the game for Zion-Benton. Wilson will check back in as well as Baltimore. This free throw could cut the deficit down to 1. The score is 24-22 in favor of Zion-Benton. Second one. That's good, and we're down to a 1-point game. On the dribble now is Deshaun Wilson Jr. Jr. on the dribble. And now we have a push foul against Grant. So that's going to be on Nick Kuvilas. Pass inside, the layup attempt good, and a foul. Count the bucket for DeJounte Taylor. 11 letters in DeJounte Taylor's first name, D-A-J-O-N-V-O-N-T-A-Y. And the missed free throw is saved, but it's going to go back the other way. Logan Lewis in the drive, puts up with his right hand, no. Rebound, loose, layup put up and in. So Nick Kuvilas puts that one in. And it's to 26-25 score in favor of Zion-Benton. And the three-pointer's missed and a foul. Ball's going to belong to Grant. So with 3:03 now left here in the second quarter, it's 26-25 in favor of Zion-Benton. The ball's going to be inbounded, and it is. Kay had the basketball, threw it back to Mobley. Mobley's going to bring the ball, trying to get across the timeline, and he doesn't. It's a 10-second violation. The ball's now going to belong to Zion-Benton. The ball's going to be inbounded at midcourt. Ball is passed at the top of the key, and an offensive foul is called before DeJounte Taylor can get the shot off. And now checking into the game for Zion-Benton will be Rod Henry Hayes. The inbounds pass is in. Andy Kay with the basketball, throws it back. Ben Kusiak gets the ball across the timeline, looking for a pass and does. A three-point attempt rattles out, no good, and the rebound goes to Zion-Benton, back the other way. Nicholas Bradley, nice pass inside, and the layup attempt, a nifty one. And Rod Henry Hayes gets that one to go. The lead's up to 3 for Zion-Benton. The outlet pass to Mobley gets there. Mobley on the dribble, a nice pass inside. The layup is good, and a foul for Andy Kay. And a free throw could tie this one up with 2:14 left in the second quarter. So two conference foes who know each other well are playing quite evenly thus far. 1 point is the margin between these two, with 2:14 left in the second. And Kay, it's free throw, and we're tied. Here comes Wilson Jr. back the other way. Throws a pass over to Bradley. Bradley to Wilson. Wilson waits for a screen and gets it. Throws a pass over. Here's Baltimore in the lane. With his right hand, no good, but he'll shoot 2. Both teams now gain the opportunity to drive the basketball successfully. That's Kerr's first foul, and the team's 5th. So the first of 2 free throws for Baltimore. And he gets that one to go, and Zion-Benton retakes the lead. Checking back in the game for Zion-Benton will be DeMarquise Henry. And the next free throw upcoming for Baltimore. And it's good. Ball's going to be inbounded. Kerr with the basketball, trying to get out in the press break. He'll get to half court, jump passes over successfully. Now the basketball is Kusiak. Dribbles into the lane, now sends it back out. And Grant will reset. It's Dupree. And now it's Kerr, left elbow. Takes a drive in, throws a pass across. A jump shot is good by Kyle Dupree. And we're all tied up at 30. And now we have a blocking foul upcoming against John Kerr. And that will be possibly the team's 7th foul. We'll see. That will be the team's 6th foul. So entering the game for Zion-Benton will be Anthony Davidson. Checking back in for Grant is Logan Lewis. The ball is going to be passed in by Baltimore. Trying to hit Henry on the pass. He couldn't. Ball loose, and Grant comes up with the basketball. Now on the dribble. Mobley with it. Kicks down the corner. A pass inside. Kay sends it back outside. Drive into the lane, stolen away. Here comes Wilson. Drives into the lane. Goes up with his right hand, and he gets it to go. So finally, Wilson gets in the scoreboard, and it's a 32-30 game. Drive into the lane, and a layup, no good. Battle for it inside, and Zion-Benton will get the basketball up by 2. Here's DeMarquise Henry. Kicks into the corner. Wilson on the drive, puts it up. He gets it, and the foul. So now Deshaun Wilson has come alive, and with 1 minute exactly left in the second, Zion-Benton has a 4-point lead again. So one free throw coming up for Henry. And it's nothing but net. He has the last 5 to give Zion-Benton the 5-point lead. Now back in is Cortez Sawyer for Zion-Benton. And coming back in for Grant will be Kyle Dupree. Ball's going to be inbounded with exactly 1 minute left to play. On the dribble, Andy Kay will get it across. Mobley with a pass inside, to lay up no good on the attempt by Kusiak, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. The Zion-Benton foul will be on Rod Henry Hayes, his 2nd and the team's 9th. So a 2-shot foul here for Kusiak. First one. Rattles home. So 51 seconds on the dot. And we'll approach halftime here. The second free throw. Long. Rebound to Zion-Benton and Henry Hayes. On the dribble, kicks into the corner. Here's Henry, back to Henry Hayes. And he finds Wilson. Zion-Benton may be content for 1 shot. Here's a kick. Top of the key, a spin. They're not though, a 3 ball. Rattles out of the rim, missed by Henry Hayes. And now Grant has the opportunity to come back into this game. And a shot is blocked there by Henry Hayes. Kept alive by Kay, goes up with the right hand. The rim wasn't kind there. An outlet pass, here comes Zion-Benton. A 3 from the left wing, got it. It's DeMarquise Henry yet again, that's his 3rd 3. And there's 6 seconds left in the half. A lead pass, kicked up ahead. Mobley, a 3 to beat the horn. No, and that will be the end of the first half. So after the game was tied up at 30, an 8-1 run for Zion-Benton gives them the 7-point advantage. So 1 half has been played, and we will be back in a few minutes for the second half here as the Beacon Academy's coverage will continue of the Hinkle Holiday Tournament. Hinkle Holiday Classic. Just starting things off here in the second half. Ball passed over on the play to Baltimore. Inside, a layup attempt is good. Jalen Ray with the finish. And it's now a 40-31 lead now for the ZBs. On the dribble now for Zion-Benton is Cortez Sawyer. Swings the ball over to Terrence Brister. No, excuse me, to Logan Lewis. Now the ball at the top of the key. Kerr swings it across to Lewis. Lewis with a pass over. It's Andy Kay back to the top of the key, swung back around. James Mobley on the drive, and a foul is called with 7:07 now left in the third, and Zion-Benton up by 9. This game was all tied up at 30 late in the second quarter, but a 8-1 run, and now you can add on it's a 10-1 run by Zion-Benton, elapsing over the last 4 or 5 minutes, has now given the ZBs this cushion. On the dribble now is Wilson, excuse me. Wilson started that run with 5 points of his own. Now pass inside, it's Baltimore. Baltimore goes up with his right hand and gets the friendly roll. It's Keenan Baltimore with that one, and Zion-Benton now with their largest lead of 11 on an 11-1 run nonetheless. And Baltimore keeps the ball in on a steal attempt. Baltimore drives in, goes with his right hand, no good, but he'll go to the line for 2. So a pair of free throws upcoming. First one is going to be on its way and misses. So Baltimore cannot hit that one. Checking back now in for the Grant Bulldogs is Nick Huvelis. Huvelis with the next free throw. And that one is good. So it's now a 43-31 game. As you just saw on your score bug, 2 fouls thus far in this half on Grant and 1 on Zion-Benton. The clock is stopped with 6:34 left in the third quarter. It's a 43-31 lead in favor of Zion-Benton. A pass inside, another pass, nice pass there by Wilson, and the layup is finished there by Jalen Ray. And with 6:26 now left in the third quarter, a timeout's now been called by Grant. So 6:25 left in the third, so just started. And Zion-Benton's already on a 5-0 run this half, a 15-1 run overall. And it seems like that Grant's halftime adjustments haven't come to fruition thus far. If Zion-Benton can hold on in this one, they'll claim first place by themselves in Pool 3 and have a very good chance of taking over the crown. Another win on top of this one, they'll be in. Zion-Benton plays Cary Grove on tomorrow afternoon, right at noon. Cary Grove is 0-1 thus far. And now the ball's going to be inbounded underneath. And it's in. Now the ball is Nick Huvelis. Hands it off, and now James Mobley on the dribble. Mobley at 14 and the Grants win. He led all scores for the Bulldogs. Pass inside the lane, and a pass back now. It's Ben Kusiak in the lane, loses his dribble, trying to find someone, and he finds Mobley. Mobley on the dribble into the lane, stops and pops from about 8 feet out, gets the friendly roll. So the lead's now been cut to 12. And the ball's going to be out of bounds off Zion-Benton, and we'll go back to Grant, trying to get back in the game. So now the ball's going to be passed in on the near baseline and the near sideline. Mobley's curious why the ball wasn't passed in the near sideline. Mobley gets the ball, trying it across the timeline, spins and does. He's in the dribble in the lane, loses the ball out of bounds, and it goes right back to Zion-Benton. Now on the dribble, Deshaun Wilson. Waiting for a screen. Doesn't get it. It's Jalen Ray with the basketball up top. DeMarquise Henry, pass inside. Layup with the right hand, gets it to go. Josh Sobecki with that one. Now kick back towards the top of the key. A dribble drive, right hand layup, it's good. A nice drive and finish. A kick back out, a three ball, no good. Rebound inside, layup no good, but a foul and a couple of shots coming up for Zion-Benton. Now, and they're up by 12 with 5:02 now left in the third quarter. Jalen Ray will be at the line. The grand foul is on Andy Kay. His second, team's third. Ray with the free throw, no good. Has 4 points on the afternoon. And now checking in for Zion-Benton will be Anthony Davidson. And the next free throw upcoming. And that one's good. The ball is inbounded, and a deep outlet pass. Up ahead is Logan Lewis. He loses the ball out of bounds, but it goes off of DeMarquise Henry and out of bounds. Just under 5 minutes now left in the third. It's a 48-35 lead for the ZBs. Now a kick out and a K jumper is good. Andy Kay gets that one to go, and a deep outlet pass. Here's Wilson the other way. Goes up, no good, but a foul. 2 shots now upcoming for Wilson. First free throw on its way for Wilson. It's up and in. So another free throw upcoming. And that one's no good. So now here's Grant, a pass inside, layup attempt, got it, and the foul. Nick Kuvelis gets it to go, and the deficit's cut to 10. It's 49-39 with 4:41 left here in the third quarter. Checking back in for Zion-Benton will be Rod Henry Hayes. So Kuvelis will shoot the free throw. No good. He has now 6 on the afternoon. Now here comes Zion-Benton the other way. A 3-ball is good. And the jump shooting from DeMarquise Henry has been very solid today. And the lead is back up to 13. It's 52-39. And now Baltimore's going to try to bring the ball up across for Zion-Benton. Baltimore up with the right hand. Got it. He went coast to coast. And it's a 54-39 lead for the ZBs. A quick little 5-0 spurt. Now pass back, trying his Mobley. Kicks it back outside to Kerr. Here's Logan Lewis. Mobley, 3-ball from the right. No. Rebound, battled for. Rebound. And it goes to an attempt there by Grant Kuvelis. No good. Now here comes the other way. Wilson, up with the right hand. Gets it to go. Deshaun Wilson with that one. 3:44 now left in the third, and it's quickly become a 17-point game on a quick little 7-0 run. A pass inside. And a nice move up and in. Basket counts. It's Andy Kay with that one. He now has 14. A quiet 14 it seems at times, but he's gotten that one to go. And now for the ZBs entering the game will be Cortez Sawyer. And that free throw goes down. So Deshaun Wilson on the dribble. Swung back up top. The Marquise Henry pass inside. And the layup attempt is blocked on the Cortez Sawyer shot. Out of bounds, stays with the ZBs. Now the pass is going to get in. It's kept in nicely. And the layup attempt is no good by Davidson. Now he gets another chance. He's fouled. So 2 shots now upcoming for Davidson. First free throw on its way. It's no good. Another shot upcoming. Checking back in now for the ZBs will be Nicholas Bradley. The free throw's up. And it rattles in. Checking into the game now for Grant will be Kyle Dupree. He had a pretty decent first half himself. So Cuvelis is trying to get the ball to Mosley and does. Mobley's going to try to bring it across the timeline. Getting guarded nicely on the play by Henry Hayes, and a quick little hand check foul is called on Henry Hayes. Now Mobley will pass it in on the near sideline with 3:06 now left in the third, 57-42, a 15-point lead for the ZBs. Austin Anderson here, thank you for tuning in here. Ball's gone by Lewis. Pass inside, it's going to be out of bounds off Zion-Benton on the attempted save. Ball's going to be inbounded, trying to get it to Mobley. It's a stretch pass outside instead. Kyle Dupree thought about a three, can't get it. Now a pass inside, stolen back away. Here comes Zion-Benton the other way. Pass inside, kicks it back outside. Dribble into lane, and we have out of bounds. Ball's now going to belong to Grant, down by 15. They'll get the ball with 2:47 now left in the third. Mobley's going to try to get the ball inbounds. And since it wasn't a basket made, you can't run down the sideline like Mobley did. That's a violation. Ball now belongs to Zion-Benton. Pass outside, a three, and that's good. DeMarquise Henry has been nailing the threes all afternoon. 17 points on what we believe is now 5 threes. So he's been red hot. Now a pass is deflected and stolen away. Coming back the other way will be Nicholas Bradley in a pass, and Henry can't make it. The rebound, though, is loose, out of bounds to Grant. And now checking in for Grant will be Andy Kay. And also in for Zion-Benton will be DeJounte Taylor. Now we have a timeout on the floor. It's a 60-42 ball game. The timeout has been called by Grant, a full timeout. So an 18-point game with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And reminder, we have plenty of games still to come. Cary Grove and Marion Central right after this. Crystal Lake South and Barrington, and Johnsburg and Jacobs. All those games can be tuned in right here. And And remember, tomorrow there's the last day of group play. Johnsburg and Bartlett, Marion Central Grant, Cary Grove, Zion-Benton, Prairie Ridge, Huntley, Crystal Lake South and Lakes, Rockford, Boylan, and South Elgin, Barrington and Corliss, and Jacobs and Rockford, Jefferson. The ball will be inbounded on the end line here. So with 2:20 now left here in the third quarter, it's a 60-42 lead in favor of Zion-Benton. Ball's going to be inbounded by Mobley. He looks deep, and he'll get pass up ahead to Kerr. Now here's Logan Lewis. Lewis trying to bring the ball across the timeline. Swings it back around Mobley. Over to Kay. Kay swings it back to the top of the key. Logan Lewis over to Mobley. Mobley back up to the top of the key. Kicks it outside. And a three ball by Logan Lewis. No. Rebound inside. And we have a foul. It's a matter of whose side it is with 1:58 left in the third. 60-42 in favor of Zion-Benton. And it's a foul on Zion-Benton. Ball being bounced. A lob pass. To Kerr. Puts it up. No. Blocked. Rebound, though, to the ZBs. They come back the other way. Nicholas Bradley throws a pass behind his head. And it gets stolen back away the other way by Grant Mobley. James Mobley on the dribble. Back to the top of the key to Kusiak. And we have a foul on Zion-Benton with 1:41 now left in the third. 60-42. Ball's going to be inbounded out below the basket. Logan Lewis. Pass inside. And we have a foul now on Zion-Benton. DeJavante Taylor. That's his fourth foul. So free throw now upcoming for Grant's Kerr. The one in the bonus. The first one, good. Kerr makes that one. And now checking into the game for Zion-Benton will be Deshaun Wilson as well as DeMarquise Henry. Next free throw upcoming. And that one's good. Here's Deshaun Wilson on the dribble. Wilson thought about a three, kicks it into the corner. On the dribble now, here's Bradley, kicks it over. That ball's missed. Here comes Grant back the other way. Kerr with the layup, and that one's good. It's down to 14 now with 1:25 left in the third. Here's Deshaun Wilson. Wilson drives into the lane, puts it up with his right hand, no good. Rebound to Grant. They come back the other way. Pass up ahead to Mobley. Mobley crosses the timeline, gets in the lane, passes it off. Kay, he traveled before he got the shot off. With 1:08 now left in the third, it's 60-46. So Baltimore comes back in for the ZBs, as well as Ray. Keenan Baltimore was the second leading scorer last game with 14 points. Hasn't gotten back to that total yet. Ball's going to be inbounded on the far baseline. And it's going to be inbounded to Deshaun Wilson Jr. Wilson on the dribble to DeMarquise Henry. Henry waits for a pass inside, can't get there. Now we're under a minute left here in the third quarter, a 14-point lead for the Zion-Benton ZBs. Wilson drives into the lane, puts up a shot with his right hand, no good. Rebound inside, Baltimore can't finish. Loose inside, now goes back out towards the top of the key. Kicked out to the corner. It's Wilson driving in. Goes up with his right hand, no, but he's fouled. A nice drive there by Deshaun Wilson. Now he'll get a pair. That's Mobley's third personal foul, James Mobley. And a couple of free throws coming up for Deshaun Wilson. First one is good. Another free throw upcoming. And that one goes down. So 38.6 seconds now left in the third. It's 62-46 lead for Zion-Benton. Logan Lewis passes it up ahead. Now Mobley on the dribble, drives into the lane, puts it up. No. And we have a blocking foul coming up against Zion-Benton. A pair of free throws to come. The foul is going to be on Cortez Sawyer, who was set, but a blocking foul was called. The first free throw by Mobley's good. Another free throw coming. Mobley with the shot. It's up. No good. Rebound. Come back the other way to the ZBs. Deshaun Wilson Jr. on the dribble. Gets towards the top of the key with 18 seconds left in the third. A nice pass inside back to Wilson. Goes up with his right hand and scores. A great pass inside by DeMarquise Henry. So not much time left here in the third quarter. Here's Kay inside, trying to hit Kerr. And the ball is knocked out of bounds off DeMarquise Henry. With 1.6 now left in the third quarter. Lewis to get the inbounds. Passes it in, trying to hit Kerr. It stays in play. And a three at the court to end the quarter there is no good by DeMarquise Henry. So we play 3 quarters now, and the lead's now been expanded to 17 points. Again, quite the run here in the third quarter by Zion-Benton, similar to how it was in the Huntley-Rockford-Boylan game. A third quarter spurt opened up the scoring. A reminder, we have 3 games upcoming yet. Cary Grove and Marion Central, Crystal Lake South and Barrington, Johnsburg and Jacobs. That's still all tonight. Be sure to tune in to the Hinkle Holiday Classic on the Beacon Academy's broadcast, brought to you by Meyer. And there will be pool play all day tomorrow. We have Wednesday. We have a full day's worth of semifinal action in the respective brackets, and then we have finals action on Saturday. So nothing on the 24th to 25th. So we'll start the fourth here momentarily. A reminder that these two teams are conference foes. You go back, look at the Lake Division in the North Suburban Conference, you find Zion-Benton. You look in the Prairie Division, here's Grant. So the ball's going to be inbounded here. The inbound pass went to Mobley, but the clock did not start properly. Now the pass will get in. So Mobley on the dribble. 8 minutes left here in this one. The pass is stolen, but goes right back to Mobley. Kicks it out in the corner. It goes back to Mobley, a three. He gets it. James Mobley from downtown is back to 14. If Grant's going to make another run, they got to start pretty soon. Here's Wilson, drives in, layup attempt, and wow, he gets that one to go. Deshaun Wilson, despite not getting contact, was able to put that one in the hoop. Here's Logan Lewis, trying to beat the press. He doesn't have too much time. He gets it across to Mobley. Mobley kicks it towards the corner, and now a stretch pass back to Lewis. A three, no good. Mobley battles for it but can't get it. Here's Deshaun Wilson on the drive. Nice pass, and a layup is good by Jalen Ray. The no-look pass there by Wilson. And the lead's up to 18, excuse me. It's 68-50. And Kerr is getting trapped, and a timeout was called by Grant. So 6:57 now left in the fourth. It's a 68-50 lead for Zion-Benton. Zion-Benton If they can hold on, will take sole possession of the first place in Pool 3. That win would propel them to a 2-0 record, and a win against 0-1 Cary Grove would clock up a spot in the Final Four of this tournament. If Grant loses, they'll need a win and a Zion-Benton loss for them to propel themselves into the winner's bracket, but it looks like Grant would have at least a second-place finish if they lose this one. But that's why we play the games. We still have 3 games left today and 8 games in all the pools tomorrow. So now the ball is going to be inbounded by Mobley. Mobley gets the pass into Kerr. Kerr on the dribble. Trying to get a pass off, he can't. And now we have a foul called against Josh Sobecki. And now the inbounds pass will be on the near baseline. So a pair of free throws now upcoming for Grant to Kerr. And the first one is good. So Kerr has another free throw upcoming. And that one goes down for Kerr. So now 6:49 now left here in the fourth quarter. It's a 68-52 lead for Zion-Benton. Now at the top of the key, resetting here is DeMarquise Henry. Henry waits for a pass and gets it off to Wilson. Wilson passes it over to Baltimore. Baltimore skips it back towards Henry and stolen back away, and coming back the other way is Mobley. Mobley on the drive. Mobley into the lane. Puts up the shot, no good. Kicked back outside and resetting it, it's Lewis. He kicks it back to Mobley. He'll pop a 3. No. Wilson comes back the other way for the ZBs. Wilson in the lane. Nice pass to Baltimore. Off angle shot, no good, but a foul and 2 shots upcoming for the Zion-Benton forward. 6:08 now left in the fourth. The 16-point lead you see up on the scorebook, and as you also see on the scorebook, Benton with 9 personal fouls in the second half, 7 for Grant. A great job there by our crew back in the production van and also out here in the gymnasium. So another free throw upcoming. No good. The rebound goes to Grant. Now we have a foul on Zion-Benton, and since it was on the rebound, it'll be a shooting foul because that is the 10th team foul now on Zion-Benton. So the double bonus from here on out for Grant, and that could be an aid in an attempt for a comeback despite being down by 17. First free throw upcoming. And that one was no good. Second free throw. That one goes down the well. So now here comes Wilson on the dribble. Wilson throws it off to Sobecki. Back outside to Wilson. Pass inside. Shot blocked, but a foul called. It's on Andy Kay. 5:57 now left here in the fourth quarter. A 69-53 lead for Zion-Benton. First free throw upcoming. Good. A second one upcoming for Sobecki. He was 50% in the first game, 5 total points. He did start the game, but hasn't had too many minutes since the first 4 or 5. Next one. No. Rebound. Battled for it, and it looks like Ray's going to come up with it, and he will. Throws it back up towards the top of the key. The Marquise Henry with the basketball. Henry waits for it, throws it back to the top of the key. Jalen Ray kicks into the corner. Here's Henry. Pass inside, and another great pass by Baltimore. And Sebecki with the finish. The Baltimore over-the-head pass was a beaut. And now Kerr with a long hank and a pass. That one is good. Andy Kay with that one. On the dribble now is Deshaun Wilson. Wilson fakes a jumper, and a nice pass again from Baltimore, and Wilson can't finish. A rebound to Grant, an outlet pass. Here they come, Mobley the other way. Mobley, left three-point side. There's a pass inside, and another one, and a great attempt there from Kay, and we have a foul on Wilson going up for the block. 5:06 now left in the fourth. 72-55 in favor of Zion-Benton. That's the 8th team foul. A couple of free throws upcoming for Kay. The first one, got it. Another free throw to come here for Kay. It's up, and he gets that one to fall. So now the inbounds pass will go to Wilson. He brings it across the timeline, now approaching the 5-minute mark. Wilson throws it back towards the top of the key. It's Baltimore, another good pass inside, Sebecki with the finish. So Baltimore has shown an ability for good passing here of the high post as of late. Logan Lewis a pass up ahead. A drive, a layup, rattles in. Count the bucket for Kusiak. Now here comes Deshaun Wilson the other way for the ZBs. Wilson waits for a screen, doesn't get one. He'll reset. And a pass inside to Sebecki. He loses the handle out of bounds. And with 4:28 left here in the fourth quarter, 74-59 in favor of Zion-Benton. The pass is in. Kerr looking for a pass up ahead. He's waiting and in trouble. And now throws a lob pass and will get it to Kusiak. And a nice pass inside to Kay with the layup. The lead's down to 13, 74-61. Deshaun Wilson at the top of the key. Wilson drives into the lane, loses dribble, spins, puts up a shot with his right hand, and a foul is called. A good move there by Deshaun Wilson to get himself to the line. That foul on Grant was on Kerr. That's the 4th foul for Kerr. But he'll stay in the game with 4 minutes remaining. 4:03 to be exact. The ball is going to be inbounded by Mobley. Gets into Kerr. Kerr brings the ball up across the timeline, gets into the lane, puts a layup with his right hand and scores. Good layup there by Kerr. Wilson. And swung back around to Baltimore. He'll send it back up ahead to Henry. Henry getting pressured by Lewis. Henry will throw it over to Wilson. Wilson dribbles into the lane. Fakes going up with his left hand. Ball goes out of bounds and it'll belong to Grant. So a 76-63 ball game. And this game could be not out of reach for Grant, but they got to start a run now. Here's Kerr. Throws it up ahead to Lewis. Lewis is getting trapped. Will have to try to cross the timeline. He will. And now he dribbles over to the right three-point line. Drives into the lane. Mobley shot, no, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. So here comes Grant with the opportunity to pull this back within 11 points with a couple of made free throws. Free throw no good. Second free throw upcoming. And that one is good by Mobley, and the lead's been cut to 12. So here is Deshaun Wilson with the basketball. The pass inside, almost stolen away, and now it is stolen away. Here's Logan Lewis in the drive. Pass across. Layup attempt by Kay. No, but a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And Grant is slowly and steadily making a comeback attempt. A pair of free throws here for Kerr would make the game a 10-point deficit. .306 remaining. 12-point game as you see on your score bug. Free throw good. The team foul separated by 1. Both teams will be in the double bonus from now on. Second free throw upcoming as Zion-Benton's Davidson will check back in. Next one. Rims out. And now here comes Zion-Benton back the other way. DeMarquise Henry on the dribble. Henry waits. Goes a pass. Finds Baltimore. Another pass inside. And that's going to be loose. And it's stolen away. And they may have some odd man numbers the other way. Here is Lewis. He lays it up. He gets it to go. And it's down to 9. The lead is down to 9 with 2:43 left. Here's Deshaun Wilson getting pressured. And a hand check foul is going to be called on Mobley. With 2:38 now left in the fourth, it's 76-67. And that's Mobley's 5th personal foul. And Mobley has been a key player today. 9 points today. Mobley's total will add up to 21 on the tournament. Checking in now is Kyle Dupree for Grant. Wilson will attempt to pair. He's 71% going into today. First one, rims out. No good. Second one upcoming. And that one's no good as well. And Kerr tries to save it. He does, but it goes right back to Zion-Benton. Now Kerr gets a block. It's loose, though. Inside Baltimore puts it up. No, it's loose again. And Kerr with the board. And he's fouled going back the other way. So Kerr will now get a pair of free throws. He shot 71% coming into this one. And with the clock stopped, this can only be good for Grant if they can make good on a pair of free throws. Both teams in the double bonus from now on, as you see on your score bug. First free throw. Good. It's down to 8. And a timeout called by Zion-Benton. So a game that was once at 18 points, 10 points has been trimmed off that deficit. And all of a sudden, we're looking at an 8-point game with another Kerr free throw upcoming. Zion-Benton is trying to hold on to take a stranglehold in the pool 3 play, but Grant is knocking on the door, now down by 8 points with 2:28 now left here in the fourth quarter. You can see Coach is trying to get some word to Zion-Benton to see what they can do. If they can slow down a little bit, they can take a little more time off the clock. I'm sure that's what he's partly telling him right now. Again, thank you for joining us here at the Hinkle Holiday Tournament as we're broadcasting this on the Beacon Academy Network, which is brought to you by Meyer. So Kerr will have another free throw. It's 76-68. The possession arrow is pointing right now towards Zion-Benton, each team the double bonus. Kerr now the second free throw. He made the first, looking to make the second, which would be huge. They trimmed the lead to 7. Free throw is up. It's good, and we're down to 7. The inbounds pass, and it'll go to Wilson. Wilson's going to get pressured by Lewis. With 2:20 now left here. Ball's being swung over to Baltimore. Baltimore towards the middle, spins into the lane, goes up. He misses, it's out of bounds. And now with 2:11 left, a 7-point game, and here comes Grant. And now a pass up ahead is stolen away. Going back the other way. Here is Henry with it. Pass inside, kicks it back out. They'll slow it down. A 15-footer by Henry. He gets it. So a lot of Grant people wanted to foul on that play. Nothing was called, and a big jumper there was made on that opportunity. Here's a kick into the corner. A three. Rims out, no good on that attempt by Dupree. Zion-Benton's going to try to get the ball across. They do. It's Wilson crossing the timeline. Spins, puts up a shot, rattles it home. So 4 key points here for Zion-Benton, and the lead's back up to 11. Grant's going to have to hustle if they have any opportunity. Pass up ahead. They'll get it reset. It's Kusiak. Waiting, kicks the ball out in the corner. Here's Dupree. Dupree gets a screen, trying to throw a pass. It's deflected and stolen away by Wilson, but who's the foul on? And it's on Wilson himself, so it's going to stay with Grant, and they're going to get a pair of free throws. It's a big break for Grant, as if Wilson came up with that steal, it probably would have been all but over, but here's Logan Lewis's opportunity to put a pair in to keep Grant alive. And the first one rims out. Another free throw upcoming for Lewis. It's up, and that one's in. The lead's back down to 10. Now here's Wilson. Going to bring the ball across the timeline, gets a screen from Baltimore. He waits, trying to spin around, looking for someone. Now Wilson drives into the lane. He's going to hold back, and there's no rush here. Zion-Benton. Here's Henry, getting guarded by Dupree. Henry drives, now is back toward the three-point line. He loses the basketball, and a timeout called by Zion-Benton, clutch timing as well. As 58 seconds remain, it's an 80-70 ball game, and Zion-Benton's going to regroup their offense. So each team in the double bonus. And Zion-Benton is 1 minute away from getting that second key crucial win with no losses in group play. And if Zion-Benton can hold on and get this second win, they'll be in the driver's seat for a semifinal appearance. Again, thank you for joining us here at the competition gym at Jacobs High School, as this is the 5th of 8 games today in the second game of group, the second game of the group to play. Ball's going to be passed in here by Baltimore once Grant comes out of the timeout. So Baltimore's going to inbound the basketball. And he'll get it in. It is Sean Wilson. Wilson bringing the ball back towards the top. Lewis is guarding him tightly. Wilson drives into the lane, now kicks it back out. And they're trying, the coaches are asking Zion-Benton to foul. And now driving into the lane and kicking it back out to Wilson. Nice play there by Hayes. They're trying to foul Ray of all the players, but they're not able to. Here's Wilson trying to find Ray. And now they will foul Ray with 29 seconds left, but a lot of crucial time came off the clock. Ray, this tournament, has shot 66% from the line. He had 8 points last game, looking to add more to this game. He had 7 today, so pretty consistent numbers there for Wilson. Or excuse me, that's Ray. So the first one for Ray, and no good. Second free throw upcoming. And that one rims out. It's loose. Rebound though to Baltimore, and that's a key rebound. Henry swings it back over to Wilson. Wilson with a 10-point lead. They're trying to foul Wilson, and they do. So a foul is going to be called. A pair of free throws upcoming for Wilson, but it appears at this point that you can safely ride in Zion-Benton with their second win of the tournament. And with that key win, they will be able to almost clinch a spot into the title round, but they need a key win against Cary Grove to do so to get into the Final Four. Another free throw upcoming. The next one is up, and that one's good. Ball's now going to be passed in by Lewis, trying to find someone deep to pass it into, and he's going to throw it to Kerr. Now on the dribble, it's Kusiak. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with Grant with 13 seconds remaining. Ball's going to be inbounded here. It is to Kerr. An 18-footer from the right side. That's good. But the clock is ticking with 9 seconds left, and they are going to foul Wilson again. So a pair of free throws to come up for Wilson. Lewis's first foul on the afternoon. Wilson will shoot the first of two. It's up. It's good. No subs coming in at this point. 7 seconds left. It's back to an 11-point lead at 83-72 with 7.5 remaining. The next one. Good. So 7 seconds left in this one. Grant's going to pass the ball in, but they're down by 12. It's a long heave to Kerr. He gets it. He'll fake a shot and put it in with 4 seconds left. But this one, they don't have to inbound the ball as the time will click, and that will be the ball game. Your final score, Zion-Benton 84, Grant 74. Thank you again for all of you for watching this one. There are 3 more games, Cary Grove and Marion Central, Crystal Lake South and Marrington, Johnsburg and Jacobs. They will be all broadcasted right here. So be sure to stay tuned. But for Austin Anderson, so long. Have a great afternoon. You're listening and you're watching action of the Jacobs Hinkle basketball tournament on the Beacon Academy Network, brought to you by Meyer.